we had been going through COVID, I guess, so March was lockdown of 2020. So it had been almost a year of it. And there was some weather issues, and there was just some other stuff going on in my life with work and whatever. And I missed the whole month of February here. And, I could feel that my energy level was down. I could just feel, I don't want to say I was depressed, but if I was ever close to being depressed, that would have been it.
Okay.
And I kind of made a renewed commitment in March to get back here. And we met and we talked about it a bit. And I started the Barbell Club up again. And I had certain goals to hit in both bench press and deadlift.
Yeah.
And I crushed them. I crushed them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I did. I was so excited. I wanted to do bench my weight, and I hit that. And then so that was just from March, and now we're in end of July. So between March and end of July, I not only hit my goal for benching my weight, but I'm now 20% above that, I think, at least. So what's that, 40 pounds? Yeah, about 20% more.
Yeah, so, dude.
That was pretty exciting for me. And the deadlift, same thing. I mean, I didn't have, I know we had set some goals together, and I hit those pretty early. I mean, these were goals that we were talking about by the end of the year. So just coming back here, doing the regular workouts as well as doing the Barbell Club, just, improve my technique, improve my strength, and, no pain. I mean, with a good technique, I mean, that's important. I mean, if I was trying to do this, especially the deadlift, without the good technique, my back would not hold up. But no problems at all.
Yeah.
So I remember.
For people who are listening to your story and who are looking for that understanding of what you've just talked about with technique, what was the thing that bridged that gap from getting started with just workouts back in 2018 when it was like, I'm going to join in and start, versus where you are now in 2021 with a different mind? Like, what caused that shift? What made you decide, I'm going to focus more on my movement instead of just the exercising?
Well, to be honest, I did think about this a little bit, and me personally, I think about the technique a lot. It's just something that I do. But I think the first year here was probably building up my core and muscles that I just didn't use. Bench press to me was all biceps and chest, and that was it. I mean, I didn't think about my back and my legs and my core and all of that. And I think the first year, really, I think I changed the most was in muscles that were probably out of use. You compensate with what you have, and so the basic muscles. And I don't think I was using my back at all. And I think I spent the first year, even though in order to get that technique right, those other muscles have to be ready.
Yeah.
And I just think that was the first year, and now the second year, I'm actually putting it together. And I mean, my technique, I'm still working the heck out of it.
But it's way better.
It's better, but I'm still working the heck out of it. I'm still frustrated at certain things. I'm getting it. I'll get there. But I definitely feel, my feet. Nick and I were talking about feet today.
Yeah. So tell me, what are some things that you've learned about your feet?
About, just that they have to have the 3 points of strength at the heel, the small toe and the big toe.
Yeah.
Getting that spread out, kind of arching a little bit of the foot. But honestly, I think if I did it 2 years ago, there wouldn't have been much muscle even in my foot to push up against and to do that. So as you're bracing yourself with your feet, those muscles have to kick in. And even though they're in your feet, you don't think about it, but they're still there and they're important.
Right.
So
everything starts from the ground and works its way up, and everything is connected.
Yep.
So you do it now. It's like second nature. You just take your shoes off if we're doing squats.
That's what we're doing.
You take your shoes off if we're doing deadlifts.
Yep.
You take your shoes off if it's any sort of movement that's going to require you to have a strong base from your feet.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah. No, and that's But like I said, I bet you if I did that 2.5 years ago, it wouldn't have been the same base. It wouldn't have been the same kind of stable thing, because you have to build those little tiny muscles. Things you don't even think about. So.
Well, that's the big win, is that it was never a short-term goal for you. It was like incremental goals along a journey.
It was, But I'll say that the journey, starts out slow. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't see those gains, and then you start picking that up. I mean, it takes a while. I mean, I'm sure everyone moves at different paces, but for me, it was it was slow and steady, and the weight loss actually first. I started losing the weight, which was great. That was my goal, and I really wasn't focused as much about the muscles. And then I think in the second year, I think it's been more about building up the muscle and the strength, and having a better core around it just has helped.
To listen to the entire episode, you can watch it or listen to on any podcasting platform, or swing by our Bent on Better YouTube channel and search Better Fitness Proof Podcast for the playlist for this episode. Make sure you rate it 5 stars, leave us a review, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.